Hey folks, and welcome back to West Yorkshire Retro Gamer, and more importantly, it's Wyrg League Cup time. You know it, folks. There it is, in all its glory, in small widescreen. Yeah. So, we have got in the YouTube chat, we have got Shadow Reaper. Welcome in. Thank you for the recent follow, by the way, or subscribe to YouTube. Really appreciate it. And Sandblaster Gaming. Hello, Ken. How are you doing? And we've got Mrs. Sandblasted. There she is as well. Hey down, welcome in. Hope you're all good. We've got Danny Sanchez on the Facebook side. That is Danzio Games. Welcome in, mate. So, hope you're all good. All good. I said all good because I just saw James's comment. Shy Guy Classic. That is James. And we're back to the big alerts again. So I have to inform everyone that I have actually officially now been knocked out of Retromania, so my alerts are now nice and big again. They've been tiny so that Dan's been able to judge my runs every week. But I'm unfortunately knocked out now, so I can make them big again. We've got Kevin Davis, Red Ranger 2010 on the tube as well. Welcome in, mate. How are you doing? Oh, in fact, no, he's messaging Facebook actually. I'm still getting used to going back to 3. I've got like 3 chats open because we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Kick. So, happy Thanksgiving Eve. I hope you're all gonna have a good one there, folks. I'd forgotten it was Thanksgiving tomorrow actually. Kev, Scottish Retro Gamer. With that like, Toby, with that like, appreciate it, guys. I'll just give it another 30 seconds and then I shall reveal the current placings, standings, points, you name it. That's what you're all here for. You're all waiting for it. You want to see it. Been some good stuff. There's been a lot of shifting around actually. James comfortably into the 1K club now with a followage of 1,081 days. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Well, I know, Shane. I was just playing along. But still appreciate the subscription on the YouTube anyway. Yes, I am, Kev. So I'm on Kick, I'm on YouTube and Facebook. I'm on all 3. Because we have we have competitors that are streaming on all 3 platforms this season. So I've reopened my Kick page. There's now it's on it really, but well, not anymore because they deleted it all. But yeah, it's all there. So, yeah, all good. Right, without further ado-isms, let's get some results on the screen. Don't know why I've got Banjo-Kazooie in my head. Good soundtrack though. Alrighty. So, week 2 review, folks. At least it's not a Tetris tune. That's so that one. Oh, hey, there's the Red Ranger over on the Kiki side. Appreciate it, Kev. West Yorkshire Retro Kicker. That's it, Dan. I mean, technically speaking, I am. I did Taekwondo for 20 years. Clive, there's a mistake. What? Oh. Why is there a mistake? What have I done? What have I done? I don't like mistakes. I'm already suffering. Got a bad throat. My throat is a mistake. Oh, Killer Instinct, Kev. I love that franchise. Love a bit of Killer Instinct. Did he? Tilly! Welcome in, how are you doing? No, James, according to my judging team, you got about 130 grand. Has someone read James's run wrong? And have I then missed it? Oh crap. It might do, Tilly. Well, he's had a big day. He's had his birthday party today, hasn't he? He had a good time, didn't he? Right. Let me just remove this then for a second, guys. This has really buggered things up a little. Like, nobody's fault. It is the live review, Ken, yep. And mistakes can happen on live streams. No, Ben was 126 and James was 130. That was the consensus that had come my way. Oh, poop. He's tired, is he? I'm not surprised, he's had a busy day. Got to play with other kids as well, didn't he? And plenty of parents turning up. It were a good turnout, wasn't it? I had to say something, my 130 was a previous score. Oh, was that one of your practice scores then, James? Oh God, I've been so busy this week. I've been so busy. Half of the week I was looking after my daughter. Oh, it was one of the saved ones. Right, there's been a misunderstanding then. Right. Apologies. Right. Okay. Oh boy. Right. Okay, let me take that off. Okay. I mean, Ben's score was absolutely outstanding. No, without a doubt, James. Without a doubt. Thank you for being so honest about about your score there. We do appreciate it, honestly. And I think this is one of these situations where a mistake like that could be easily done in terms of judging, because ultimately, because we're judging high scoring, it's very rare that we judge high score. We usually judge speedrun in the LC. No, not at all, James. I'm glad that it's been pointed out, mate, and we appreciate your honesty, man. No, top marks for that. Top marks. Right, a little bit of an adjustment is going to be required here, folks. This is one of these where if you could talk amongst yourselves. Right. Okay. Right. Let's see what we can do then. Just a little bit of adjustment's going to be required for the table here, but we'll sort it. So just to confirm then, James, you got 80,800. That was your highest score on your official run, is that correct? Time to just speed score or high run. Maybe an option, Danny. Maybe an option. Oh boy. But yeah, James, if you can confirm that 80,800, that was your best on your official, yeah? if so, it doesn't do a massive change because it only changes the top 2, if I remember right. Because I think, Toby, you got about 70 odd, didn't you? Oh, don't worry, Shane. Right, we're all human, man. Christ. I have seen other gaming competitions get stuff wrong all the time, and some of them don't learn. You know what I mean? So it's not a major problem, Shane. Do not worry, man. Yeah. It's just a switching of the top 2, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Well, that shouldn't be too difficult for me to adjust on the spreadsheet. Right, if you just give me about, I'll probably only need about 5 minutes here, guys, but I'm not going to put my Be Right back on or anything. Just talk amongst yourselves, and I will make that adjustment. Apologies for that, folks, but a big thank you to James for pointing that out, and yeah, no, that really is appreciated, mate. Right, I'm going to get rid of that then. Hey dear. It happens, it's fine. Oh god, now what? You got a decent score, Tobes, if I remember right. Didn't you get about 70 grand or something? You were pretty good. Or maybe Cameron got that. I think Cameron got 70 odd, you got 60 odd. I don't know. I'm tied with Master Dan's eat the struggle is real. Hey, I'll tell you, like, me, Noah and Shane, we've been super impressed with the efforts put in for the first 2 weeks, and it's great that we've got this competition where it's all you know, everything's very close after 2 weeks, which is brilliant. Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing, right? I didn't know the game. This was a game that Noah was more knowledgeable on, but it wasn't something that we'd ever had to look into before. So we weren't 100% sure, because obviously it's emulation rather than like a physical memory card that you'd put into a PS. So we weren't sure, and we put it in the rules initially that, you know, to try and remove practice scores so that it was easier for us to then potentially, you know, get the correct highest score throughout the run. And as I say, I've been kind of half unavailable this week, which again has made it more difficult for Noah and Shane. So it's on me. I mean, I had a legitimate reason. I was looking after my daughter, but you know, it's as I say, it's just one of these things, and you know, we take it on board. You know, the three of us will try even harder, you know, from this point to try and get things right. You know, it's just one of those. You know, life happens sometimes, doesn't it? You know, and you know, we occasionally make errors. It's human nature. If we ended up getting every single thing right every single week without fail, someone would probably accuse us of cheating because we're getting it right all the time. So you know, yeah, it's just one of those things. But you know, we do always try and get these things right. It is difficult, you know, and again, it's one of those, isn't it? Right, Ken says, I hope my message about how to clear individual files on DocStation and group chat help. Yeah, I mean, I think it probably will for like future PlayStation runs, Ken. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. I mean, you know, I've never owned a PlayStation, so I do try and limit PlayStation the number of PlayStation games that we use in the competition, because I'm not of much help to people. You know what I mean? It's helpful if we do games that I'm familiar with, because you know, I can then be of some use to both Noah and Shane. But for PlayStation stuff, I'm practically useless. But on the plus side, Noah and Shane are usually pretty good with PS, and I'm not. So it kind of, we share the workload, as it were. It is a team effort, and as I say, it's just one of those. All right, so just a simple change at the top then. So I've just got the spreadsheet on my other monitor here. I know, Kevin. I'm just, when it comes to PS and Xbox, I've got practically zero experience on them. So, okay, next summer knockout, PS1 games only. Understood. Oh, Danny, you're a tease, fella. You're a tease. Nah, not happening, mate. Sorry. I don't know. I'll probably be accused of I need that I actually need to start brushing up on PS and Xbox, but nah, I don't particularly want to, not unless I have to. Right, so switch Ben with James. Oh, crud. Right, do that. Ben gets 7. Then we want James's score here. Oh, fudge. I've got a really bad throat, guys. I don't know what the hell's up with me. I wish I didn't. I hope I'm not coming down with something, because if I am, then I'm screwed. What have we got? Right. So James gets that. Still an excellent result for yourself there, James. You've put in a good performance there without a shadow of a doubt. Right, and then with the overall result, so James has 0.5 less. So he'll be on. Oh yeah, no, that works actually. Right, okay. Well, this is good. Right, that's okay. This works fine. I think. Oh shit. Right. Wow. Okay. Right. Alright, cool. I think I've sorted it now. That looks about right to me. Again, when I bring these up, folks, if you do see anything that don't look right, do please point it out. We always strive to try and get these things looking right, but if there is anything wrong, do please let us know. And without a doubt, we'll adjust things accordingly where required. Oh, this fudging thing. Sorry, technology never likes me. Which is a minor ball ache. Oh, fudge off. Really? Oh, crud. That's even worse. We'll get there, folks. Oh, sod off. Oh god, it's like millimeters, folks, and it's just so I can get a good screenshot of the results screen. Right, I can get it now. No, absolutely no reason to be sorry, any of you. I really appreciate your patience, everyone. It's 57 Ultra with Orchid. Nice, nice, Kev. Nice. Toby knows about me. But every one of them counts, Tobes, yeah? Every one of them counts. Next season, live backgammon matches. Oh god, I don't know about that, Ken. Yeah. Let's get a screenshot of this. I'm glad it's only a minor adjustment that's required here, because it makes it relatively straightforward to fix. So it's not a major issue, thankfully. Just makes things look a little silly at the start, but it's not. It's not hurting anyone. So, oh god, this bloody mouse now is starting to play up. Capture. Go to my screenshots. Where have they gone now? Oi. Okay, I think. Ooh, yeah, that's the right one. Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Okay, folks. Alright, let me pop this on screen for you. You can then confirm to me if it is right or wrong. But I think I've got it right now. I hope so. Facts, it's all about the detail, you're not wrong. That's my biggest character flaw too, honest at times. Oh no, I mean, we want it all to be fair. When running this competition, I've made mistakes in the past, and I hold my hands up to it. I'm far from perfect. I just try and do my best. Sometimes my best ain't right good, and all I can do is try. Right, I think. Oh, it's actually got the right size for the graphic as well, which I'm happy about. Right, that's pretty cool. Okay. Right, folks. So, James, as you kind of know about this the most, does that look correct to you now, as far as you can tell? If so, then I'll start reading things out. Yeah, James, if you could possibly confirm. Just have to wait a second because Facebook is a little slow. Yes, sir. Perfect. Thank you, mate. Right. Okie dokie. Brandon, welcome in on the YouTube set. Shane would like to see Bomberman. Okay. We could consider a Bomberman game. There's plenty of them out there. Right. Bomberman would work good as a puzzle game, wouldn't it? It's kind of a puzzle. I don't know. Would Bomberman class as puzzle? That'd have replaced Tetris, wouldn't it? For the puzzle, for the puzzle category. I don't know. But anyway. Season 7's next year, so, Right, so, you've already got the details there. One of the first things that you might notice, folks, unfortunately, Russell at the Wookie Dome has had to withdraw for personal reasons. We wish Russell nothing but the very best. We hope that things improve for him, and ultimately that hopefully Russell can come back for season 7. He's certainly very, very welcome. He's a very consistent competitor in terms of getting the runs in on time, and he always enjoys competing. He's a I'm sure he won't mind me saying he's an LC veteran. So we wish Russell all the very best, and hopefully things improve for him, and that he can consider coming into season 7. So in his place, we had a fella come along who has volunteered to take part in the remainder of the season. This is David at Smiling Pluvius. Welcome into the LC, David, and good luck on your runs, and so David will start with 2 singular points, just so that it's fair on those that have already done runs, and everything's been on time up to now and all the rest. So David's aware of it all, and he's raring to go from week 3 onwards. And still mathematically possible for David to qualify for the top 6. So there's really no issues, at least from that side of things. So moving on. So you've got all the results of week 1 and where it left everyone, and obviously the results for week 1 were the same as the table standings because there'd only been 1 week. Anime, welcome in. Hey my god, amazing brother, hope you're doing good. You're amazing good. My good, amazing brother. Apart from a sore throat, yep, not so bad, thanks. I hope you're well, man. Welcome in as always. Nice cakes in Bomberman, says Kev. Yeah, could be, I don't know. Is it the cakes that give you the extra points? I'm not sure. There was one game from another competition that had a cake that gave you about 1,000,000 points, and only the person who runs the competition knew about that cake. Swear down. So enough talk about cake. Yeah, so on to week 2. The game was Tetris Plus, and this game did exactly what we wanted it to do. It shook things up in terms of the placings and ultimately the overall standings for the table after week 2 had been completed. So unfortunately Jay struggled. Oh, that's the one you referred to. Was that a Bomberman game? Oh, I didn't know that it were. I thought it was something else, but maybe. But yeah, it sucked. Yeah, so Jay at Rocky Metro, the current reigning defending undisputed season 5 champion, he discovered that Tetris to him was like G&G to me. We are practically allergic to them, and unfortunately he struggled. But he completed his run and he gets the 1.5 for the week. After that, there was a little bit of a gap then, and we had Gil, Dan, Daniel and Ken all getting between 20 and 30,000. Possibly Kevin as well. Kev, did you get about 29,000, man? On Tetris? I can't remember what you got there actually. Jay only gave us a chance because he's gonna I don't know, man. I don't know. Someone said cake. Well, I mean, it was my grandson's first birthday today, so technically there was cake. Yeah. So yeah, we had about 4 or 5 players that all got between 20 and 30 grand. It was a very right, yeah. I knew there was something like, because the one below you got like 29 on the dot or something like that. Yeah, it was very close. There was only 10,000 points between Gil in 11th and Kevin in 7th. So this particular section was very, very close. So in terms of those particular results though, Gil got himself 2 points in 11th place. Dan at Outcast got a little more than Gil, so he gets 2.5 with the 10th place there. Daniel at Coronados again got a little bit more than that, so he gets 3 points for 9th place. 8th, 3.5 for Ken, who got just a little bit more than that, and then as Kev's pointed out there, he got just under the 30 grand mark, gets himself 4 points and 7th place. Moving on then, we got nobody we got nobody between 30 and 40 grand, apart from me. So on my unofficial run of Tetris Plus, I got 33,600, I think, if I remember. That wasn't with any practice really. I'd done like one tiny practice run, before it earlier in the week. As I say, I've not been home to play any games, so you know that's pretty much how it was. And so we skip to the 40 grand section where we've got two players. Danny at Danzio, he got in the low 40s and gets himself 6th place and a 4.5. Now I'm delighted for Mike because this is probably the highest result that he's ever had in the time that he's competed in the LC. Mike got 49,000, 5th place, and a lovely 5 points for it. I'm absolutely delighted for Mike because he deserves it. He's gone through a lot when competing in the LC. I think Mike will be buzzing with that result. Like I told him on my run yesterday that he'd done pretty well, and yeah, I'm hopeful that Mike will be quite happy with that. But it's a really good run from Mike there. Very solid indeed. I mean, I didn't beat him, and he's comfortably in the top half and gets a nice 5 points for it. Got one of the Mr. Consistencies then, Toby at Toblerones. Toby got a little bit more than Mike, gets himself 4th place and a very healthy 5.5. After that, Cameron, really good run from Cameron at Cake Sale, got over 70 grand, really good stuff, as long as it's not 3rd. You seem to have made 3rd your kind of position for a while, haven't you, Tob? So yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's all good. Consistency. That's all you need throughout this kind of season because we're going into a playoff. You know, so if you're consistent, that'll get you what you need, and you tend to do it. So fair play. And as I said, Cameron, he's also been very consistent so far this season. Got 5 last week. He is in 3rd place for week 2 with a very nice score on Tetris and gets himself a nice round 6 points. And then, as we discovered, a slight administration error. But again, these things happen. But again, appreciate it there, James, for letting us know on that one. But James with a fantastic 80 grand gets himself 6.5 points, 2nd place. And when we go into the overall scores, you'll see that he's had quite a bump up the table, as have quite a few actually, you know, with this particular type of result. And then what can we say? Out of nowhere, and he'd hinted in the group chat that that he was quite good at Tetris. But Ben at BH Ivy Retro Gaming, over 120k. I'm sure you would, James. I mean, like, you know, I mean, when I was told about it in judges chat, I'm just sat here thinking that is 2 whopping bloody scores, and I wasn't sure who'd beaten who initially. Like, you know, it was, you know, 2 absolutely super scores. Jesus, his throat can sod off. What cheats was he using? I have a feeling, right? I have a feeling that Ben might have actually cleared the board with a very good score, because it then gives you like a times 10 to your score. Because when I did my run, I got it, but I only had about 1,000 points at this time, so it only bumped it up to about, well, like it would have been less than that. I think it bumped it up from like 500 to 1,500 or whatever it were. It was a tiny increase, but when you clear the board, it gives you like a special points bonus. Now I didn't know this. I mean, I've not played the PlayStation version of Tetris, so I wouldn't have had a bloody clue. It was only by chance that I cleared the board that I found out about it. So maybe Ben knew about it. You know, I don't know. Well, that's how you got the 130. Yeah. So once I kind of figured that out, like when it happened on my run, and I'm there thinking, right, I really need to get a really good score and clear this shit. I wasn't able to in the end, but that was kind of the aim. Once it happened, I was like, oh shit, how did I do that? Oh yeah, I cleared the board. So yeah, so that's the sneaky but very skillful tactic for Tetris Plus, if anyone figures it out. Of which I have to assume that James for his practice run and Ben for his official run both achieved, because it's very difficult to get over 100k in the game otherwise, just due to the sheer speed that goes up to eventually. You know, that game really turns up the gears at certain points, and if you've already got half a screen full, it's like, ugh. Dan Outcast, welcome in, man. How are you doing? Cheers for the double, man. Much appreciated. Yeah. We're on the final of Retromania, by the way, folks. Do please check out our very own cake style, Mr. Cameron, Mr. Schmidt. He's in the final. Let's support him and hope that he gets the win. I shouldn't show any bias because I'm knocked out now, but yeah. It's one of those. I'm giving it my best shot. Come away with the invisible bronze medal, and I'm cool with our, you know, I'm cool with my progress there. So I'm all right with it. I mean, you know, Tetris was just one of those there, Dan. But ultimately, you're still well placed to, you know, overall. And I've already had, you know, I've already seen glimpses of your practice on by half a point, man. You could claw back half a point by getting, like, I don't know, one extra place. I've already seen the work you've put into Burai Fighter, man. I think you're gonna have a good week, man. I really do. No, You'll be fine. You'll be there or thereabouts. You know you will be. And, you know, you're doing fine, man. You're doing fine. So, what does this do then to the overall standings? But yeah, an absolutely... well, then you've just got to have your say as well, Dan. You keep kicking butt, you'll be absolutely fine. You'll be there, man. But yeah, you know, an absolutely superb run from Ben on Tetris. The only one to officially get over 100 grand, which is like, yeah, really good. there's no denying it. So yeah, so as we mentioned before, then, so Davey starts on 2. For the 213s because he's coming late. Daniel at Coronados, his result for Tetris levelled him up with Gil after Gil's Tetris run, but because Gil was already ahead of Daniel, they've matched now, but he hasn't overhauled him, so that's why Gil's still ahead of Daniel, but they're on the same points. After that, similar situation with Ken and Jay. They're a point ahead each on 6. But again, Jay was already ahead of Ken from week 1. Ken's closed the gap, but that's why Jay stays ahead of Ken. Mike, getting that really good result there, bumps himself right up into 8th. Have I read that right? Yeah, he's up in 8th now with 6.5. Standalone there. Then a little bit of a gap, and so therefore then the top, you know, you know, at this early stage, it looks like it's the top 7 vying for the top 6, but anything can happen, as we've just seen with week 2 there. Oh God, sorry guys. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of a gap forming now, but it's all good. Dan at Outcast, that solid run, obviously with that nice second place from last week, coupled with his result this week. Puts him within the tiniest of smidges of those top 6 juicy playoff places with a nice round 9 points. Then Kevin, Scottish Retro Gamer, he said he was going to battle his Scottish rear off to get himself into that playoff. And he's made a very good start so far and finds himself in 6th place with the 9.5. Now, with these good results that both Ben and James got, they've bumped themselves up. But again, last week, James was ahead of Ben in the standings. The same thing's happened again here. But again, they're tied on points now. But again, these really good Tetris points for Ben and James has bumped both right up the table and both into the playoff places. Fantastic stuff from both Ben and James, and they both find themselves on 10.5 points. Then we've got Cameron Cakestyle. As I mentioned earlier, he's having a very good season so far, very consistent. Got himself 5 last week and 6 this week, I believe. Yep. And finds himself on a nice round, 11 points, 3rd place. And he's still got a Retromania final to overcome. So he's battling away there, is Cam. And then the top 2. It's a right battle going on up at the top there. We've got Toby at Tobalones and Danny at Danziel Games. Danny at Danziel Games holds on to 1st place by the skin of a pubic hair, if pubic hairs had skin. I can't think of any other stupid analogy. Anyway, right, the fact is, again, similar situation. Toby's closed the gap, but Danny was already top. Toby hasn't overcome Danny. So, same number of points, but the two of them monopolise the top 2 standings by a mere half point. It's that close. I'm loving how close it is after these first 2 weeks. You look at that top 7. That top 7, Dan, right? Dan at Outcast, right? Because we've got 3 Dans in this competition, right? Dan, you could find yourself in 1st after Barai Fighter, right? Depending on what all the boys do above you, right? Because it's so close. 9 to 11.5. These positions could all change again after this next week. It's literally that close that I'm loving it. This is what we want with the competition. It's great seeing it this close. I know it puts a bit more pressure on everyone because they're all kind of thinking, "Oh shit, someone's closing in on me." But it does make it exciting, and big props to everyone that's put these runs in. It's a fantastic start to the competition for the season. It really is. Danny says, "At least I'm still in 1st. Maybe I won't have to play through G&G." Still put some kind of a run in, Dan. Come on, man. You can do it. And that's what I'm talking about. This week, you guys gone so crazy. Barai is going to be very interesting. Yeah, no, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to Barai Fighter because it's a game I own. I own the Game Boy version, which is Barai Fighter Deluxe. And, it's a nice little game. And then when I only discovered earlier this year that it was on the NES. And I thought, you know what, let's chuck it in. Because it's a different game again. Not many of the competitors will have played it, I don't think. But it's a nice little game. And I'm about to show you the rules. So, here we go, folks. So, just give me 2 seconds whilst I change screens here. I'll get the rules up for week 3. Again, the results will be posted. Everywhere. As always. Russell! The Wookie Dome! Hey, Russ, whilst you're here, man. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, no, exactly. It's been some absolute fantastic runs this week. And last week as well. There's just been some really good stuff. Russell, we all wish you the best, mate. Whatever's going on in background, kick its ass, come out stronger, and we're all here if you need a chat, man. Alright? Just look after yourself first and foremost. Get yourself nice and healthy. And then if what we have on offer for season 7 takes your fancy, you're always welcome back, mate. Right? I said earlier on in the stream, you're an LC veteran. You're always consistent. You get your runs in. You seem to enjoy yourself, and that's all we ask. So yeah, full respect, man, and just take care of yourself. Yeah. Get yourself in a position where you feeling all right again, and No, you're always welcome back in the LC. No issues there. Danzio and Toby. Oh my God. Back your watch backwards. Writing. If I've read that right. Oh God. It's past midnight. My brain shuts off after midnight, so I'm not even going to attempt that again. What are you doing to me? Oh boy. Right. Yeah. So let's get that off there. Minimize that. Get the rules up. Where's that PDF gone? I got the PDF done just before going live. Yeah, don't say that, James. Holy shit. Yeah. Hey, the shy guy of old's coming back here, you know. When you first came into competitive scene, James, you made an absolutely blistering start, and now... Oh, here we go. Oh, God, Danny's at it now. Oh, boy. Watch your backs. S-Draw Cab. S-Draw Cab? Oh shit! Oh damn it! I brought up the wrong damn PDF. Sorry, folks. One sec. I brought up freaking week 2 instead of week 3. Duh! Come on, Clive. Sort it out, boy. Ah, crumbs. Where is it? Is that it? It's got to be on it. Yeah, got it. Right. Oh man, why ain't that fitting on one bloody screen? Oh fudge. I'll have to bring up the document instead of the PDF, but I'll put the PDF into the chat. Sorry guys, I'm having a nightmare with technology tonight. So sorry. Poop. Yeah. Right. Right, where's me doc? Where's me doc? Season 6, week 3. Here's the doc. Here we go. Because I know I can get all that on screen. Again, it won't show huge on screen on stream, but again, I'll post everything thereafter. Ken, right, sorry, these comments came in a little moment ago, didn't they? Yeah, good job, BHI. Yeah, no, without a doubt. I saw that run; it made me blush. Ken says, "I really want to challenge this week's winner to Game Boy Tetris." I think everyone's had their Tetris fix for a little while, mate. I honestly don't mind Tetris. I had Tetris on the original Game Boy. I don't mind it. That PS version's a little different. Like those differences in speeds are a bit brutal, to say the least. And I think some of you boys are quite sad to see Tetris go now, but I think some of you are quite happy to see it out of the way. But as I say, like, you know, when you take these first 2 weeks into context, there's been some bloody good runs. Sunset Riders is no joke. That game is hard. I didn't even do an unofficial run of that thing. And then when it came to Tetris, I mean, my Tetris run was basically with hardly any practice. So with a bit of practice, I might have done a bit better. I was okay with my running. You know, I was fairly happy with it. But again, quite a tough version of Tetris, it has to be said. So yeah, so it's a bit widescreeny, squishy type thing, but I will get it. I'll get it so that you can all see it properly. I'll send it to the group chat. I'll post it on the WYRG page. I'll share it then to the LC page as well. So three individual methods, or 4 if you include the stream itself. to read these rules. So, week 3 starts Monday 12 PM midday the 3rd of November and ends 11:59 PM Saturday the 8th of November. These are England times, also known as GMT. Please check your own time zones to ensure your run falls within these times. Your run must be completed by that end time. Any part of your run that goes past that time will not be counted in your final result. Week 3's game is Burai Fighter for the Nintendo Entertainment System, also known as the NES. Before you start your run, please share your run to the WYRG LCS6 Messenger chat group, and please remember to make your game screens as big as possible for easier viewing. It just helps with the judging, so that we can see the key detail that we're looking for. You'll see there is no options screen, so just start the game on the Eagle difficulty, which is the easiest of the 3. Okay. The aim of your run is to complete the game in the fastest time possible within 1 hour. If you don't complete the game within 1 hour, your result will be based on the time that you've reached your furthest point within your furthest stage. If you beat the game on Eagle difficulty, after you've restarted the game, try to beat the game on Albatross difficulty, and then finally on the Ace difficulty until your 1 hour has expired. Now, there is a password option. We're not allowing it. Sorry. So, as far as the password option is concerned, password usage is not allowed, so please don't use them. Just play the game as normal. Please play the game for the full 1 hour. Any run the judging team deems to be too short will have a penalised result unless you achieve the weekly objective before the 1 hour expires. And as always, no cheats or glitches allowed. If we see any of that, be having you. I'm not that serious. What the hell is this, golf? I don't know, have you ever played Burai Fighter? Nothing like golf, dude. Seriously. So, in the unlikely event that there is a tie between competitors where they reach the exact same point in the exact same stage at the exact same time on the exact same difficulty, that takes a bit of breath just to get that bit out. The tiebreaker will be the competitor that lost the least number of lives throughout the run. That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it, if we had a tiebreaker after going through all those metrics? Better be ready. Hey, Dan, I've seen you get. I've seen your dedication to the practice, man. You are definitely kicking butt. I love it. I love it. I love to see it. I really do. So yeah. Mr. Deal has already discovered what it's like to play the game, the pitfalls in the game, and which his preferred weapon of choice is as well. All that good stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your run, and everyone's run, but I know you're going to do a good run, Dan. It's going to be great, mate. It's going to be great. Danny Sanchez says after every tiebreaker is still tied, it's going to be a Tetris Plus versus match. That's going to be the death match option there, Danny. Yeah. If all else fails, we'll bring back Tetris Plus for one more match. Oh Christ! James is actually practicing. Hey, no, it shows, man. Your results are showing, man. You're up in a good position. You know, just keep it going, man. We love to see it. We love to see it. Back to the rules. I digress. I apologise. I'm very good at that. So, please show the full game screen in view, and a timer must also be in view on your stream. Your timer starts when you gain control of the fighter and ends when your 1 hour expires. If you get game over and you have time, you can start the game again on the difficulty level that you are on at the time of the game over. You can restart the game when the screen says special bonus after beating the final boss. And if, for any of you that are not familiar with beating the game, he's a big wiggly dragon on stage 7. So we're just letting you know about that. And you'll never forget the boss music. It's like and it just keeps going on like that. It's like so many freaking musical notes in that tune. And I could just imagine myself playing it on freaking euphonium, and I'd be twiddling freaking valves all over the damn place to get it right. My God, it's a great tune. I really like this game. Like, you know, I mean, I'm pleased that it's very similar to the Game Boy port. I'm looking forward to this. Like Blaster Naster. I'm assuming you mean Master there. Blaster Master. I don't know, I've never played it, but if the tune's similar, then I'll take your word for it. Yeah, so please stream your official run at the very start of your stream. This makes it easier for the judging team. If you want to play something else after Burai Fighter, then it's absolutely fine as always. But please remember the deadline for the run itself if your stream is left to the last minute. When going live with your run, please type in the stream's title and verbally say on your stream that it is your official run. For your official run to count, it must be streamed to either Facebook, YouTube or Kick. You can multi-stream it to other platforms, Twitch, TikTok, Trovo, whatever. Right? But they won't be scored on the others. Alright? So multi-stream is fine, but just make sure that you stream to one of those three. You know, because the run will not be scored on any other platforms except those three. And as always, any questions about the above, please ask either myself, Noah or Shane as soon as possible so that we have lots of time to answer your question. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. Yeah, I mean, this was one of the reasons we put it in, Ken. It's something new, something different, but it is a good little game. As I say, I've never played the NES version, but when watching it, it looks practically identical to Burai Fighter Deluxe for the Game Boy, apart from that there's colour and there's like 2 bonus levels. But aside from that, the rest of it to me looks identical. I had it on Game Boy. It was a great little game. And if we were doing Game Boy games this season, I would have probably, you know, I'd have chucked that in. I'd have chucked it in because it is good. So yeah, I will get these posted everywhere. So no reason to not check the key details and incorporate them into your run. Anyone that's in the stream currently, have you got any questions about the results for week 3? Results for week 2, sorry, or the rules for week 3? If so, please speak now. I shall give you 60 seconds. But yeah, that's pretty much a wrap, folks. It's a good game. I like it. Brings back a lot of happy memories. I'll say I had it on Game Boy and I was quite good at it. I was. How good did I get that I can officially remember? I'd definitely beaten it on Eagle and Albatross. I don't know if I ever beat it on Ace. Ace got pretty... yeah, Ace got pretty steep. But I definitely beat it on Eagle and Albatross. Now, I have heard a rumour, right? I've heard a rumour that after Ace there is one more difficulty level. We're not bothered about that. Your run finishes if you beat the game 3 times effectively. Once on Eagle, once on Albatross, once on Ace. Because it is a relatively short game, but it's tricky. And it's particularly tricky as you go up the difficulties. Eagle's not that hard. I would expect a lot of the competitors to at least beat the game on Eagle. When you get to Albatross and then to Ace, yeah, it gets a bit grisly at that point. But yeah, that is about it, folks. So I'm going to rest this poorly throat of mine because it's dry as buggery and it's quite painful. Feels like mini razor blades are cutting inside it, which is never a good thing. God, I can do without this. Apologies, folks. Yeah, but there we have it. Some fantastic runs. Thank you so much to everyone that got your runs in. You got them all in comfortably on time again, which is, absolutely massive thumbs up to you all. Brilliant stuff. Massive thank you to Nora and Shane as well, especially for covering my absence. As I say, I was unavailable for the second half of the week. So I really do appreciate everything that Nora and Shane put into the running of the competition. It's massively appreciated. It happens, doesn't it? When you've got family, comes first, doesn't it? Every time. And again, it's why I respect all of you that you get your runs in and you work, you look after your families. Massive respect to all of you that go through that, and even if you don't have work and family, if you've got other commitments, you know what I mean. I really do appreciate every single one of you for putting the time in and getting those runs in. So end of the day, I don't make this competition. You guys make it. You guys make it by competing, and I appreciate every single one of you. So there we have it. With all that being said, folks, hope you have a fantastic night. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.